What's up? It's the most impactful, it's the most powerful, it's the most dynamic bilateral amputee motivational speaker in the world. Yours truly, Alston Talks. I have something I just want to drop on you real quick. I was thinking about high school, which was decades ago. And I was trying to figure out what were some of the things I didn't care too much about in high school. And it was very little. My list, it was a very short list. And the reason why I say that, I was a student athlete, so I was always involved in something, and high school went kind of quick. But one of the things that stood out to me the most in high school that I didn't care for much was pop quizzes. I thought pop quizzes were creations from the devil. And matter of fact, I need to find out who came up with pop quizzes, and we need to have a conversation. But I thought teachers were evil to give somebody a pop quiz knowing we wasn't going to be prepared. Knowing. But what I know now is not what I knew back then. So what I know now is that teachers was trying to get us prepared. They was trying to say, hey, be ready. That don't take what we're doing now for granted, because there's going to come a point in time in your life that what we're teaching you, these lessons that we're teaching you, you're going to have to be able to apply them in a form of a 9 weeks quiz, a midterm exam, or a final exam, or a 6 weeks quiz. Yeah. So they was trying to prepare us. And I remember one of the wisest people I know informed us, and this is also what we're going to be talking about today, is that when the day to do has come, the time to prepare would have passed. When the day to do has come, the time to prepare would have passed. And so you got to make sure you're ready now in order to be able to be prepared for the next day. And I was talking to one of my best friends, and she was like, the first time someone get me, I'll be surprised. But the second time, I'll be prepared. So how are you properly preparing yourself for that next wave of COVID-19? Are you utilizing all the gifts and talents that God has given you to the best of your ability? I'm so glad to be connected to Pastor Scott T. Sanders at Rhema International Ministries in Albany, Georgia, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to say. I had a good idea, but being on that conference call last night thrusted me into what I'm talking about now. And what also is important during this time are connections. Who are you connected to? And are they saying the right things? If you're connected to a bunch of fools, you're going to reap the results of a bunch of fools. But if you're connected to winners, even during a time like this, when things around the world look, very dramatic, you're going to find a way to win. We have to find a way to win. So many lives have been lost. How are we going to knuckle up and win? Are you going to sit there and succumb to all this? Or are you going to stand up and fight? Are you going to better yourself? There's so many ways you could better yourself. Personally, professionally, financially, and to me, most important, spiritually. What is your relationship like with God? What is your relationship like with God? And if you don't believe in Him, then hey, that's on you. You're gonna have to take account for that. Well, what is your relationship like? Are you prepared for the greater? I'm building right about now. I got a sharpening session right after this. And I'm trying to prepare and plan, because all this is going to be over one day. And somebody going to need somebody to come up in their place, in their organization, and talk to their student athletes and their students and those business professionals about how to win in the midst of all this stuff. You know what I love to say. In the midst of every obstacle, there's an opportunity. There's always an opportunity. It all depends what lens you're looking out of. I see opportunities in everything. And being a motivational speaker, my ears never turn off. Because as I'm listening to TV, it's hard for me to watch it, but it's easy for me to listen to. Because I'm always picking up on inflections and things of that nature. So when the day to do has come, the time to prepare would have passed. Utilize this time. Read some books. Better yourself. Start writing out those dreams. Start putting some hands on them dreams and start building. You need to have another stream of income. None of us was prepared for this. You need to have another stream of income. Your job is great, but will it cut the mustard? Will it allow you not only to help yourself, but to help somebody else? What that credit score looking like? Who you're connected to during this time is going to map out how the rest of your life is going to be after this. So when the day to do has come, the time to prepare would have passed. Prepare now. Let's talk.